Good evening. This is David Lynn, also known as the Prepper Principal, and it is about 7 o'clock Thursday evening, February the 29th, 2024. And this is Coffee Talk number 164 live stream. Joseph Moore. Hello, Joseph. Hope you're having a good day. Uncle Al, how are you doing this evening, sir? I'm glad you made it home safely. Yeah, it's been a long day. I had sort of a hectic day at work. Super Lady, hello. Let me look at your channel. You got a new channel, don't you? Super Lady is new in the house. Joshua Humphrey, thank you for coming in. All right, Uncle Al, answer me this one. Notice the comment that somebody just made. They come in and their comments are always incoherent. Is this a bot? Or what is this? Yeah, I'm thinking so. Well, welcome, Super Lady. This is Super Lady's channel. I just pinned it. Hello, bus stop. 5 in the house, 5 likes. Well, it's nice. Watching on television. So, I continue to order and prep food items. And I'm trying to make sure that I have depth in my preps so that if something were to happen, we can continue to eat and we can continue to eat healthily, healthy foods. So I'm at the point, my wife buys groceries 2 or 3 times a week. She goes and she buys stuff at the store, stuff that we use, and we run out. We use, we run out. And I will buy bulk items. I buy cases of stuff. I order stuff online. Lots of freeze dried food, number 10 cans, packs of stuff. I order lots of shelf stable items that you'd find in military rations, components. I order cases of components. And, my concerns are, if something happens, do I have the power to accomplish what I need to accomplish, electricity wise? Am I able to keep things refrigerated? Do I have a means to heat and boil water? Do I have a means of self defense if, looters start coming about? Those are things that you need to think about. Those are things you need to be aware of, and those are things you need to think about. Do we have the ability to take care of ourselves? Do we have the ability to feed our family? Idaho Garden Girl, thank you for coming in. Yes, please hit the like button. I appreciate it. 6 in the house and 6 likes. Can you grow food? Do you have a garden? You have a garden. What do you grow in your garden? What are you planting? Do you have fruit trees? Berdazzle, thank you for coming in, Berdazzle. Welcome. One of the things about a new channel or a backup channel, you got to post stuff on it. I have 3 videos that I have up on my backup channel. I have, I don't know, 10 or 11 shorts up on my backup channel. It has like 32 subscribers. I use it, I store, I have transferred videos that I previously released on my main channel onto my backup channel in private mode. If something were to happen to my main channel, I could go about releasing those on my backup channel to build my backup channel if I wanted to really put in the effort to rebuild a channel. The Bud Files, thank you for coming in. You know, I think about stuff like that. You've got to plan for contingencies. You got to plan for contingencies. So, yesterday's live stream, I opened up a 72-hour uh, pail that I had purchased from Ready Rise. I paid $80 for it. It had nine main. It had 9 meals in it, 2.5 serving pouches meals. 3 of them were breakfast items. 6 of them were lunch dinner items. It also had a beverage, a package of beverage powder for chocolate delight, which is like chocolate milk. It had a couple of freeze dried uh, fruit. It had strawberries and apples, I believe. And then it also had a twin serving or a 2 serving of cookie dough, which is like cookies. And all of this is, shelf stable, freeze dried, good for 25, 30 years. Wayne the Ungrateful Peasant, good evening. So, yesterday in Becoming Dangerous, Wayne's second channel, welcome, welcome. So, yesterday I showed and I went through the items that were in this pail, and it's a 72-hour. It's a 72-hour, and honestly, if you're dealing with feeding kids, or let's say you've got a woman and a child that you're feeding, that would feed. I think those 2.5 servings would feed in that circumstance. But realistically speaking, unless you're really in dire you're really in dire straits, and just you and your wife, um, the 2.5 servings is basically it'd be for one person like me. You know, a couple of servings is basically one good sized serving to me. And I think about it. Um, yes, please watch the replay and leave a like. Run it. If you can run it on a playback overnight on a run a playlist, and run it on a playlist, I'd appreciate it. If you could run my, I've got a couple of playlists that I've made of my live streams and another one of videos that I've done. If you could run those for me, I certainly would appreciate it. Give me the watch hours. That would be appreciated. But let me show you something else. I'm going to go through another box. It's like a sampler box. Oh, God, I got to get up. I changed out of my long pants and put on a pair of shorts. This is a ReadyWise emergency food supply favorites. 16 servings up to 25-year shelf life. Just add water. Belinda's Country Living. Thank you for coming in, Belinda's Country Living. So for those of you that I ran on my playlist last night, I run a bunch of stuff for 7 or 8 people. I have not had the opportunity to leave a comment and a like to let you know it was me, but I will do so. And then I'll put together another playlist tonight, and I'll run it tomorrow. I'll run it overnight, and then probably tomorrow evening I'll um, let y'all know. So that's the way I'm running. I mean, I don't run a playlist and first thing in the morning respond. It's usually the following evening before I leave the comments and the likes and such. But for right now, well, I agree with you, Wayne. That's why I would say that when it says 2 servings or like 2 helpings, it's basically for one person. So as an example, this has creamy pasta and vegetables. It says 4 servings per pouch. So in other words, 4 servings means that 2 adults can eat 1 pouch. And then savory stroganoff, 4 servings per pouch. And again, I would say 2 adults would eat 2 servings. So you basically make the entire pouch. Cheesy lasagna, 4 servings per pouch. And again, I would think that would feed 2 adults for 1 meal. And then tomato basil soup with pasta, 4 servings per pouch. And I would think, again, that would basically feed 2 people for 1 meal. So I would see this, if we're doing 2 meals a day, this is like a 48-hour, be for 2 meals. And what it says is that amount per serving is 230 calories. That would be for the cheese lasagna, 190 calories for the creamy pasta and vegetables, 220 calories for the savory stroganoff, and 210 calories for the tomato basil. Now, like I said, I would say 2 servings would be for one person. So I double those calories. So I'm looking at 460, 380, 440, and 420. Don't know if you can see that very well. And this is what you're getting. And I've opened it up before to Little Lone Prepper. Thanks for coming in, Little Lone Prepper. So I'll open it up. So basically what you do, now these are not like the pouches where you basically pour the boiling water in the pouch and stir it and seal it up and let it sit for 12 to 15 minutes. These are the type that you basically put in a pot. So if you were trying to do it the way it says that these are 4 servings, then a serving size is 1/4 of a pouch, 230 calories. So if I was mixing this up for, say, me and the wife, I could probably feed me, the wife, and the kid with this. The wife and the kid eats very little, and the wife, between the 3 of us, we would open this up and eat it. Now, mind you, this is $5. So if I want to, $20 for the pack. So each one of those packs is like $5. It's a $20 pack. and that was with tax title license delivered. So if I was going to, fix it up, it'd make one meal. Now, I'd also say we're going to have some crackers with it. We're going to have beverages with it. So I would basically mix up some whey milk. I would possibly mix up some tea or coffee, um, lemonade. What does somebody want? Um, a chocolate beverage, you know, orange delight. You got options. If you got all that stuff, you got options. And I would basically mix up. Um, I'd make sure I had some shelf stable bread or some crackers or tortillas or whatever, but there'd be bread with it. KP Heathen, thank you for coming in, KP Heathen. I'm sorry, I have been talking and not looking at who's in the stream. KP Heathen came in. Thank you for coming in. And Dag Nabbit, I did not check back with the pastor to see if he got his box. He should have got his box Monday. I need to check with him, and he didn't. I didn't hear him say anything. He didn't contact me about it, so I need to check to see if he got his box. The next person will be getting a goodie box from me will be KP Heathen, and I have all the components, but I need to get the boxes. And the last couple of times I went over to my Walmart, which is on my side of town, they didn't have the box that I use. So I'm probably this weekend going to go over. If they don't get them in, I'll go over on the other side of town, and I will check to see if the Walmart has the boxes that I use. And if worse comes to worse, I may go over to Office Depot, and get them. But let's see, Super Lady. Hi, bus stop. Sorry about that. I was distracted. We are supposed to have a snowstorm tonight. Not great for my cauliflower and cabbage in the garden. I certainly understand that. Yeah, now, um, like as an example, and I'm just got them sitting here. I hadn't put them out in the pantry yet. I ordered 2 of these. And I dated them. They came in $17 for the two number 10 cans. These are shredded potatoes. Basically, what these are, I guess you would call these. They're like hash browns. So if you fix them up, you're like making hash browns. And a serving is 110 calories. You get 21 servings. So honestly, about 10 servings, because I'd mix them up about twice as much as they would say. The other thing I would point out is that if I'm feeding multiple people, that number 10 can is probably going to go in 4 or 5 days. Probably 4 days, that number 10 can is gone. And again, I got 2 of those delivered for about $17. Now, when you're talking about oh, he did an unboxing video. I hadn't checked. So, like, when you talk about the meat, if you get a number 10 can of chicken, or you get a number 10 can of, like, beef, like freeze-dried hamburger meat, like beef, you're going to pay $60, $70 for a can. for a number 10 can. You're looking at, yeah, you're looking at $60, $70 for the meat. The other stuff, a lot less expensive. But when you're, you know, pay more. I need to look at that unboxing video. I hadn't done that. But like I said, I'm at the point now where I'm basically buying to increase the depth of my preps. I've got tons of whey milk, plant-based milk. And it's preferable for like my kid because she's lactose intolerant. The wife and I will drink the low-fat, regular milk. But I have no problems with whey milk. Like we'll drink almond milk, or other, like my kid likes to drink almond milk. But like I said, I need to do some videos where we open up, prep this stuff up, use it, and critique it. Need to do that. $20 delivered, text title license. Amazon. No, every time something depresses me in the news, I go and buy more freeze-dried food. I order stuff. Trying to get more depth. 10 in the house, 7 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be most appreciated. I'm going to try to stick it out for an hour. I got called for jury duty. And you get these jury duty forms. They come in. And you got to call up the evening before. So I got jury duty notice for tomorrow. And after 6 p.m., you got to call the 1-800 number. And it'll tell you. So I'm deferred until the 11th of March, which is a Monday, which is the Monday starting my spring break. So I could theoretically Sunday evening call them up and they want me to go in on my spring break, from school. It's like, Jesus. And with my luck, I'll have to go over there. I mean, I know that they'll dismiss me that first day. I won't get chosen because as soon as they find out about my education, that I'd been a school administrator, I basically support law and order. Somebody, most likely the defense, will say, nope, we don't want him. Sorry. Especially if it's a criminal type trial. Wheat and Shaw. Thank you for coming in, Wheat and Shaw. Oink, oink. Got called for jury duty 3 times over the last 5 years, and each time I go to the courthouse and they had canceled it. Yeah, well, they basically want you to call up, at least where I'm at, they want you to call up the night before after 6 o'clock, and you put in your little code of what, and then it'll tell you what to do, whether to come in or you're deferred or you're released. So what I anticipate happening is that they're either going to want me the 11th or they'll probably release me. And the last couple of times I've been called, that's what's happened. I've lived in Victoria for over 20 years, and I've only been called down there one time, and it was for county. I had to report, and they dismissed me. They had called in like 150 people or so, and they wanted to put all their panels together, And when they got through selecting and they got their panels, they dismissed the rest of us. Didn't even hear from them. I just sat there for 2-3 hours. Um, but it is what it is. That's how things are. So the other thing I always want to do, when something happens, is go out and buy a gun. You know, I used to do that quite a bit. I'd get whatever, and I'd always wait like one a month. I wouldn't buy more than one a month, and that way they don't, like if you buy two within a certain period, they're supposed to call it and report you to, ATF, to the government. Oh, somebody came over and they bought two guns. Didn't buy one gun, they bought two guns. It's like supposed to be like a red flag to them, like, oh, I'm getting ready to start World War III or something. Stupid. But at any rate, um, there are some pistols that I want, so I guess I'll start, back to buying pistols again. And I've been promising my daughter a new Glock, so I need to buy her a gun, or actually, she'll register for it and I'll pay for it. Want to get her a Glock, a new one, so she'll have two Glocks, and then 9 millimeters, and then I need to buy my wife a new pistol, and I need to buy a new, you know, well, you know, you can never have too many. But that's the way things are. Mr. Whistle, thank you for coming in, Mr. Whistle. Good to see you in the house. And again, as I will say, I'm tired. Again, I will say, I ran a playlist last night. I usually run a playlist every night. I try to spread around. Um, I hadn't left my comments and my likes. I got to go back and I got to basically tell them, hey, I run your live stream or whatever. Got full replay and like number, and and I got to do that. And this is stuff I run last night. I'll put another playlist together after I do that, and I'll run it tonight. You know, and I'm trying to support those who support me, and I'm trying to make sure you get your hours and such. I recommend the Glock 43. It fits women's hands pretty good. Now, is that a double stack? I bought my daughter one of those Glock. I forget what model number it is, but it's the single stack Glock, the smaller one, 9 millimeter. And I wanted to buy her a full size one. I think hers like holds 8 rounds, and I wanted to buy her a full size, probably a double stack. Everybody talks about the Glock 19. Um, Belinda, I run some of your stuff last night, hun, and I won't let you know. Stack and a half, 10 rounds, but there are 15 round aftermarket mags. All right, that might be the way to go. I I really want to get my wife a new revolver, 38, where you basically point and pull the trigger. I don't trust her not to eject the magazine. However, she's a better shot with a Glock 19 than I am. But I mean, I worry about in a combat situation. I want basically just pull it out and pull the trigger. No, I tell people, and I repeat this constantly. Your number one self defense weapon should be a 20 gauge pump shotgun. Something that'll hold 4 or 5 rounds in the tube, and one in the pike, a pump gun, I would put a sleeve on the end of it that'll hold an extra 6 rounds that you take it out and you something that's manageable. Um, a 20 gauge is like a good youth gun or a lady's gun or an older person's gun, and 20 gauge doesn't kick near as much as a 12 gauge. And with triple up buck, you can do some serious damage with it. And you can clear your house or clear a room or whatever you need to clear. It's a closer type. But that would be my number one weapon. My second weapon would be a good 357 4-inch revolver or 3-inch revolver, 3 or 4-inch revolver, and I shoot plus P in mine. I've got a Lady Smith satin stainless steel cherry wood grips, 6-shot, 357. I got a couple of speed loaders for it, and I keep 38 special plus P ammunition in it, hollow points. Callie Singh, thanks for coming in, Callie Singh, and mom of 4 boys. Appreciate you both coming in. So I need to go back and give some love to people. I meet once a year with the shrink to waive jury duty. I'm not playing. I work too hard when I'm retired with extra time when I will volunteer for things. Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near one of those because I don't want them to want to question my possession of weapons. Plus, I work in education. I work with behaviorally disturbed students, so I certainly don't want to. I don't want to put up any red flags with anybody on that one. Um, 38 minutes in, 14 in the house, 15 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. The other thing, like people say, stack gold and silver, and I say stack silver rounds, 1 ounce rounds. You can get the name brand, U.S. currency. You can get the name brand Canadian, and it costs you a couple of dollars more. I would just get the generic rounds, silver rounds, whatever the price is. I'd stack those. You say, well, you can stack gold. Okay, well, if something happens, how are you going to barter gold? Let's say something serious happens, and you got to look at reasonable prices for stuff, and all. Um, let's say you've got 1 ounce gold. Well, that's a couple $1,000s, whereas 1 ounce of silver is like $25 or whatever the going price is. So I'd much rather look at the silver, and you can get other denominations of the silver, like a 1/2 ounce or whatever. I would much rather go that way than to go with the gold if you're wanting to stack. And I've got friends that stack, and they buy the rounds, they buy the coins. And I would certainly want to have them in a safe. I would not want to have them someplace where I couldn't get to them. Oh, well, they're in my safe deposit box at the bank, which is closed down. In an emergency. No, I wouldn't want. I want to have it here. Also, I would tell you to have cash on hand. Have rolls of quarters on hand. Several rolls of quarters. There's still things that work on quarters. Have a number of $1 bills. $5 bills, $10 bills, $20 bills. Something happens, cash will still be used for a while. Gotta think about stuff like that. Muy importante. I have silver, I don't have gold. I have a couple of gold coins that I inherited, but that's about it. I don't buy gold. Nope. Silver, yes. Gold, no. Now, if you're like super big bucks, beyond my bucks, you might want to buy gold, you know. And there are people that, like, you, you, you got an income of 10,000 a month. Every month, buy a couple of $1,000s worth of gold, You can do that if you're making that kind of bank. And you don't have, like, you're not indebted to the max. Um, but I'm more of a silver. And plus, I buy, I basically stack ammunition. Hadn't bought any recently because I'm stacked. Stack ammunition. I buy weapons. Um, I buy lots of shelf stable food, freeze dried food, and such. And then I start calculating, well, how long will this last me? If I'm feeding, there's 4 of us. How long will this last me? You know, how long will the toilet paper last? How long will the paper towels last? How many for the trash bags? Various things. How long before I have to go buy more? How much soap do I have? You start thinking about stuff like that. There are 16 of you in here right now. I'd say 15 probably real and one that might be. I don't know. I've thought about blocking that individual. What do you think about when you got somebody that comes in that everything they say sounds like Yoda? Should I block that individual? How about thumbs up if you think I should block them? Everybody want to give me a vote? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Block them? Don't block them? What do you think? What do y'all think? What should I do? Is it a bot? Oops! Thanks for that one, Uncle Al. I'll take care of that one. Yep. All right, I'm horrible with acronyms and certain things. ETSY is what? What does that stand for? GTSY. I don't know that one. And maybe I'm naive or. Oh, good to see you. Okay. Thank you, Wheat. good to see you. Okay. I'll try to remember that one. I tell you what, if you want to look at some funny stuff, go over to Wheat and Shaw. Look at their community wall posts. One, Wheat is very talented when it comes to art. He's very talented. He does some great artwork. But then he also, if you look at some of his shorts, if you look at some of the stuff that he does and some of his videos, he's really funny. He's very creative and he puts up some really funny stuff. And I encourage you to go over and give him some love. No, the guy, that channel comes across like, like Yoda. I am wondering, why are you here? I mean, it's just like, I don't know, that nothing is coherent with what the guy, what that channel, what that individual says is never coherent. And he's been coming. There's another channel that I've been thinking about blocking. The guy constantly comes in. Every time I do a live stream, will come in and leave 2 or 3 comments. Never leaves a like. Everybody else, I can pretty much tell when you're leaving likes, never leaves me a like. And I've been over to their channel, and it's a family thing. And I have left comments and likes on videos on that channel. And I never get a like out of that individual. And they never stay long. They'll stay long enough to make 2 or 3, hellos, people. And then I think I just revealed who it is. I thought about blocking that one. Oh, ETSY, easy to see you. Yeah, well, I'm not happy with that individual. And I say repeatedly when they're there, please leave a like to support the channel. Leave me a like, please. And I hint at it. Never got a like. They never leave a like. First thing I normally do when I come in is I leave a like. Nope. Nope. So the other thing I need to do, and I haven't done it yet, I need to do my 2-step, and I need to do whatever I need to do to apply for my monetization. Over my 4,000. And I just haven't done it. I need to do it. I've been tired. I guess I'm procrastinating, but I need to do it. So I am going to try to do more videos and shorts. I'm going to try to do some food videos. I used to do food prep, and I've put together stuff of food prep, and I haven't done it in a while. I need to try to do that. I'm tired. If you look at me, I look tired. I'm tired. And I stay tired. And good one, Wheat. I really do, and I'm in about 10 minutes. I'm planning on doing it. I need to get about 10 more minutes in. I want to get my hour in. But, you know, I always will go in and leave a like to support a channel, and I will always leave a supportive comment. Now, if you want, yeah, I probably need to do that. Um, if if I can, I'm going to try to get my monetization stuff done this weekend, and I'm going to try to um, do more shout outs on my community wall. I try to put up items that I purchase myself when I can get good prices on them. And these are things I recommend because I use them or I own them myself. I need to do an unboxing of a Pecron power station that I purchased. I got it on sale, a good price, 40% off normal price. And I need to do that. I've been meaning to put together a video of all these screenshots I have of Uncle Al shouting me out with his cardboard with different clothes and hats on. It's going to put that together, put a little music to it, and release that as one of my, you know, cutesy videos. But if you want to have a shot at the next subscriber giveaway, please leave a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos I released prior to hitting the 1600. And mind you, I've been stagnant. I'm going to try to, over spring break, which I'll have 9 days off, I'm going to see if I can pump it up an extra 25, 30 channels, subscribers. I'll start doing outreach, which I have not been doing. And when I was doing outreach previously, I was up in my numbers over 100 a month. Hadn't done that recently. In the last 3 months, 3.5 months, it took me a couple of months to go from 14 to 1,500. Probably 2.5 months. Since then, I've picked up about 20 subscribers. So if you look at the last 28 days, I haven't picked up any. I'm probably negative 1 or 2. Um, Three oinks minus 2 oinks equals 1 oink. How do you get rid of those S's because the 1 oink has no S? We first must isolate the S and harass the equation. Evelyn Official, thank you for coming in, Evelyn Official. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Evelyn Official in the house. And I've been over and visited you recently, Evelyn. Gave you some watch time. Appreciate you. So, tomorrow's Friday. One more day and I have the weekend off. And knock on wood, I haven't had any absences this school year. I haven't missed 1 day since I started working. Now, I had missed a day for an in-service where I went and did some training. But I have not been absent because I've been sick. And I have been sick, but I've been working through it. and old school. You know, we work when we're sick. Well, I'm glad. Did you go back to work, Wheat? I hadn't visited with you recently. I knew you weren't working. I think you were planning on going back to work. Wheat used to be a member of management over at Walmart. Well, that's good. Arts and crafts. That's great. 30% discounts. That's great. I'm blessed because I get a retirement check and then I get my salary. So, I mean, I get two checks every month. Should get my retirement check tomorrow. When when you see things on sale is the time to buy. You can get stuff on clearance, time to buy. The 72-hour emergency food supplies that ReadyWise is putting out. They're going for $40. They had them on clearance for $9 at Walmart. I bought 20 of them at $9 each. And that was a couple years ago. Those big pails up there, there are two different varieties. They were going for $88 at that time. They marked them down to 40 on clearance. I bought 10 of them. I bought 5 of each one, so I bought 10. So, yeah, you were telling me the wife has really been abusing your card. You know, it starts smoking. You know, I understand. I have the same problem. My wife holds mine, and she, you know, I check to see what's on it and what's been spent on it, you know, on a daily basis. You know, it's like the wife's really been tearing it up. I have to ask permission to borrow my own cards, so I know how that works. Hey, Uncle Al, you take care. Appreciate you. So, I oftentimes will tell you life is good, but it is what it is. I practice the Boy Scout motto, which is to be prepared. The Scout motto, Boy Scout, Girl Scout mottos, be prepared. And yeah, I'm retired too, but I came back and I'm working. You know, I need 3 years to get my quarters in. So in addition, I can get retirement through Social Security beyond the, you know, the state retirement through my education teachers. Um, I've been here for about an hour, 12 in the house, 15 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. I will plan on being back tomorrow. And I appreciate everybody in here. Please thank first responders. Tell people you care about that you love them. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Lead by example. Practice the golden rule. Do unto others as you'd have others do unto you. Be cognizant of what's going on. And Thank the Lord every day when you wake up for the day. Say your prayers. And I will see y'all tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Bye-bye.